Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Judge Fair? Okay, all rise.
Everybody but the jury may be seated. Mr. Shower, please swear in the jury.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will truly listen to this case and render a true verdict? Okay, you may be seated.
Members of the jury, thank you for your valuable time and effort in ensuring our great court system ensures a just verdict. We are here today to listen to the case of Alex Cooper versus Taylor Hamilton. The trial has been bifurcated and damages are not the issue in this trial today. Your duty today will be to determine who, if anyone, was at fault for the accident which Mr. Cooper claims caused his injuries based on only the facts and evidence provided in this case. The plaintiff, Alex Cooper, has the burden of proving that Ms. Hamilton was at fault by a preponderance of the evidence. Is the plaintiff ready to proceed? Is the defense ready to proceed?
Yes.
All right, then will the plaintiff please make their opening statement?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the court. My name is Jamie, and I am here to represent the plaintiff, Alex Cooper. We're here today to decide if the defendant, Taylor Hamilton, is responsible for the injuries of my client at her own fault. On the night of October 5th, 2012, Ms. Hamilton had struck Alex Cooper, injuring him. Mr. Cooper was a star player and had many scholarship opportunities before the accident had occurred. After the crash, Cooper suffered the loss of part of his leg, causing him to lose his scholarships. We will provide witnesses and an accident reconstructionist. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is in my hope that you will find the defendant is responsible for this accident. Thank you.
Now the defense may make their opening statement.
We'd just like to start by thanking the jury for being here today. This is quite a controversial case, and we are glad that you are here to hear it. This case is about an accident that occurred on October 5th, 2012, where a young man, Alex Cooper, was hit by a car just after dusk. The driver of that car was my client, Taylor Hamilton. Taylor was driving Blake Green and his friend Harper to a local pizza place that night. At the time, Taylor was also in a fight with her boyfriend, arguing over text. There were going to be many disputes in this case over who sent the text directly before the accident, and we anticipate that our evidence will prove that Taylor was not the one to send that final text as she was driving. We have sufficient evidence that Blake Green was the one who sent that text for Taylor. Something you will need to acknowledge is the lack of consistency in Blake Green's statements. He tells two different stories in his affidavit and his deposition, but who sent the text? We will hear from our client, Taylor Hamilton herself, where she will go over the accident and how cautious she was. We also have a witness, Jerry Houseman, who saw the accident take place, and an expert witness, Kirby Latinato, who will explain the mechanics of the vehicle and if it was possible for Taylor to stop in time. We will also hear from the plaintiff's witnesses. We do not know what the plaintiff's lawyer will ask, but we do know that Alex Cooper was wearing dark clothing and did not look both ways before crossing the road. We also know that Blake Green, as previously stated, has lied before and is inconsistent with his statements. We also know that their expert witness will present some information about the speed and braking of the vehicle, but there are some questions that will be brought up with that as well. We'll come back to you, the jury, at the end and ask you to make a verdict in honor of the defendant. Thank you.
All right, thank you both sides. If you're both ready, I will allow the plaintiff to call their first witness.
We call Alex Cooper.
Mr. Shaw, will you please swear in the first witness who is ready?
you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please be seated.
Mr. Cooper, can you please tell us what happened on October 5th, 2012?
Well, me and my friend AJ went to a football game, supporting our Clearwater High School team. And they're not this good this year, so we're gonna go out. Me and him just wanted to go head out. So we both had our hoodies on, put them up so nobody else could see us. And then we wanted to head out. So we left. We wanted to take a shortcut so nobody else would see us. So we went through the backwoods by the back of the football field, and we made it through the woods. And AJ used the woods like he would like a bear would, And all I recall from that was I must have looked both ways when I was about to cross, and that's all I remember.
And how do you know that you looked both ways before crossing the street? Or how are you so sure?
My mom always told me to look to and fro before you go.
Okay, and were you being distracted by something when you were walking across the street, such as electronics or headphones?
I don't recall ever being on any electronic device.
So you don't think you were wearing headphones?
No.
And why were you wearing your dark clothing?
Because of it was a Clearwater high school sweatshirt, and it was an oversized hoodie because that's what I always wear. I love wearing my hood up. It's a very nice fit, and that's why I was wearing it.
All right, the defense may now cross-examine.
Alright, Alex. So you already kind of touched on it, but what exactly did you wear to the football game that night?
I already answered that question. Just the same as I said before. I was wearing my black hoodie, or my dark colored hoodie. It was the high school football one, and that's all there was.
Okay. In your affidavit, you stated that your attire made you able to quote-unquote blend into the night and sneak away. Is that true?
Yes, that is true.
You also stated in your affidavit that you had your hood on. That is correct?
Yes, that's true.
Alright. So you don't clearly remember looking both ways before you crossed the street, do you?
I must have, but
But
I
can
don't
you
recall.
clearly say that you really do remember looking both ways?
I don't recall.
Were you aware that Jerry Hausman was sitting in her garage watching you?
I don't recall.
Ms. Hausman claims that you were looking down at the time that you crossed the street. Was it possible that you were looking at an electronic device?
No.
Could you hear the car coming?
No.
Could you see the lights of the car coming?
I don't recall.
Was there a crosswalk where you crossed the street?
I don't recall that.
Okay, that's all.
Would the plaintiff like any redirect?
Yes. You can go if you want on crossing.
We can just stay
You can
right there.
stay.
Would you have crossed the street if you had seen the car coming?
No.